What do you do when therapy revealed your wife and you aren't actually compatible, but you don't want a divorce for your child's sake? When my wife and I first met, it honestly felt effortless. The connection seemed so smooth. Our interests appeared to align. We laughed at the same things. Our displays of affection matched, and even our outlook on the future felt like we were on the same path. I thought I had found someone who not only understood me, but wanted the same things I did out of life. We got married, survived the start of COVID together, and when we found out she was pregnant, I was over the moon. Becoming a dad has been one of the most meaningful moments of my life. But now, looking back, I can see that there were red flags I brushed off. Things I chalked up to her awkwardness, her anxiety, or just early relationship quirks. I convinced myself they weren't important, that they were just small things love could smooth over. During our first year as parents, the cracks began to show. Little arguments turned into frequent tension, and a wall of resentment started to build between us. I suggested couples therapy, hoping it would give us tools to reconnect, but instead it felt like opening Pandora's box. It turns out, we don't see eye to eye on almost anything. She admitted she doesn't actually share many of my interests. My humor, the same humor I thought brought us closer, she revealed isn't funny to her at all. In fact, sometimes she feels it's like an emotional attack. Our sexual desires? Completely mismatched. What hurt the most was hearing her say that when we first started dating, she thought I was attractive and didn't want to push me away, so she kept going along with things while secretly building frustration. So, what I thought was genuine compatibility was really her bottling things up. In therapy, those bottles shattered. Now, every difference between us seems like a reason to fight. If I try to explain myself, she accuses me of making excuses. If she explains her perspective, I'm expected to understand and accept her reasons. But if I don't agree, it turns into me supposedly trying to control her. The power dynamic feels impossible to navigate, and I constantly feel like I'm walking on eggshells. Even small, everyday moments get twisted into conflict. One example, we went shopping, and she lagged a bit behind me. I stopped with the cart, out of the way, and just stood there lost in thought about a big tent on display. When she caught up, she snapped at me. What? Did I do something? Am I not fast enough? Her tone sharp and defensive before walking past. I hadn't said or done anything, but she read hostility into a blank moment. In front of our child, we put on the show of being cordial, the happy mom and dad. But deep down, I know kids pick up on more than we give them credit for. I don't want a divorce. I want to make this work for the sake of our family. I want a happy, functional relationship where our child sees love, not tension. But I feel like I'm running on fumes. I'm worn down by the constant defensiveness, the endless arguments, the feeling that no matter what I do or say, I'm in the wrong.